Okay, it's the Ragna tutorial. I've just decided basically I'm just gonna go through every single tutorial, put them all up on YouTube, along with my thoughts. If you are a beginner to Ragna, then you'll probably like this because you can pause it and go back and all that, and as just something you can't do with the version of the game. Um, if you're somebody more intermediate, I'll be adding some of my own thoughts, so that might make it more interesting. Now, yeah. Okay, we'll just use the regular music, their theme music. But I'm not going to have the volume that high because I'm basically just going to be talking a little bit here and there. I'll give time to read, but I'm not going to read anything aloud because it's clear. It's the letters are very easily visible. So, okay, I like the song. I kind of dispute that a little bit. Yes, you'll get a lot of wins with Ragna, but to play Ragna properly takes quite a bit more time than it takes to play, for example, Hakumen or Jin properly. I believe. Because Hakumen's combos are easier to do when he does damage at comparable levels. You don't really get a lot of health back from D attacks unless you have Blood Cane activated. To me, it really doesn't make much difference. It doesn't really seem to be a game changer that often. Air combo situations, you can definitely get a couple D attacks in. Yeah, I don't know if people ever really worry about trying to heal themselves more than trying to damage their opponent. I mean, I guess if your health is really low, people still just kind of go all out because they pretty much go hand in hand. If you're doing maximum damage to your opponent, you're probably using a lot of D attacks. You're doing standing drive in a combo situation, or you're doing follow-ups to Hell's Fang, or which is called Suika by the way, or the follow-up to Gauntlet Hades, which is Teriyagi. Yeah, same as CT. Standing B, standing C, and jump C are your main weapons. I also use 6A a little bit, standing A, crouching C. Crouching C is a way to look for fatal counters. It's a low attack that gives you that with some range and some speed. All very good moves. Now this is kind of more simplistic. If you do the standing B, standing C, Hell's Fang with follow up, there's actually you can do more damage with other combos, starting with standing B, but that's the easiest one. If you're in a closer range, where for example a 3C or a 6A would hit after standing B, then those are frequently better options. I don't frequently go to 6D on block. Dead Spike is a good option on block, but towards D into standing D, or I mean, it can work, but basically Ragna's got a lot of great options on block. He can go into Gauntlet Hades or Crouching Drive, so you kind of have a high attack or mid attack with the Gauntlet Hades, and then the Crouching Drive, which hits low. But it's actually, Gauntlet Hades is kind of like an overhead, actually, I'm sorry. An overhead. Though I can't remember if it hits Rachel when she's crouching. And then your low mix-up is Crouching Drive. So if they're you can also go into Standing Drive after a block sometimes, but it's typically not recommended. You could go into Standing C if your Standing B is blocked, but a lot of pros will expect that, and they can instant block your Standing C and then punish you. So. Yeah, so they're just kind of repeating themselves. Standing B, Standing C, and a Dead Spike, or Standing B, Standing C into forward D, into Standing D, and a dash Standing B, Crouching B. But you have to be close for the Crouching B to hit. It doesn't really have that much range. If you hit with a Crouching B, I would then probably go into a Standing C. And then Crouching C, House Fang, blah blah blah. It's one option. Or Crouching B into down forward C. I think they're combos. I don't know. I don't use Crouching B very much, so excuse me if that's not quite accurate. Yeah, so what you're doing is throwing them off. So dash Standing B, so that's a medium height attack. Crouching B is low, and then forward B is overhead. So if they start out blocking high, and then you do a Crouching B, and then they're blocking low, so they block that. Now you have them crouching and blocking, and then if you go for an overhead with a towards and B, then you might get them, unless they stand up to block. Yeah, forward A as an anti-air is amazing. It's got some invincibility frames. It comes out pretty fast, and it's easy to combo after it. To do an air combo, jump cancel it, and then do an air combo. Jump A, jump D. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. But now, one thing is I can't really demonstrate the block strings because he doesn't block. So whatever. That's not why you're watching this video, to see what I do. Okay, simple combo pathways. So I messed up that combo. I don't actually do that combo very much. I tend to go for the Standing B, down forward C, Standing D, 2 hits, dash cancel, etc. But yeah. BC House Fang, additional attack, which is Suika. Yeah, and remember, you can also use Crouching Drive. It hits low on block. Dead Spike is really designed for use as a move on block. It takes off a guard primer, those little bullet kind of shaped things up on the below the health bar, close to the time. Not on block. He could get counter hit. Yeah, they're not saying. They really don't mean what they're saying about do carnage scissors on block. Oh, what they mean is, you know, in offensive situation, if you're attacking somebody and you're connecting with them, or you're in neutral position, then yeah, carnage scissors does a lot of damage. Rapid cancel allows you to extend combos. That's one of the challenges in the challenge mode. This combo. Forward A, jump cancel, jump C, jump D, jump cancel, jump C, jump D, D Inferno Divider. 236C, 214D. Yeah, input and neutral, that just, for me, I'm using an arcade stick, I just let go of the stick. But it's only for, it seems like it's not even for a second. I mean, it's really, really quick because until you have to jump cancel, because all you have to do is get 2 hits in with the C and the D, and right when the D hits, the jump D, about at that time I hit the, I hit 9 on the joystick.
Lesson clear.